anyways, are you guys ready for your next comedian? I love this person so much. She's like amazing, iconic. One of the first people that like ever said to me, and I swear to God, I don't know if you remember this, but it was the first time I ever did an open mic. You were like, "You're really funny." It was the first time anybody's ever said that to me. So I have a very special place for. I know, I love Ronnie. So, the only plug I want to do is please follow Ronnie at Ronnie Macaroni on Instagram, or they got a OnlyFans. Everybody, give it up for Ronnie Macaroni.
Keep it going for Aaliyah, y'all. She out here looking like the girl from the Hot for Teacher music video, bitch. I'm bad, so bad. I'm hot for teacher. Oh, fuck, y'all. I'm like, my bad is back, y'all. I'm going to be 40 this year, and I've been throwing I can't twerk like I used to. I got a fucking herniated disc right now, y'all. I'm just over here like, I used to really throw it back, y'all. Oh, we gonna tell some stories. All right. Motherfuckers ask for sexy stories. I got sexy stories. That was hard. It was hard for me to think about what story to tell. 'Cause I got too many. I've been around the block like 1,000 times. So back in like the summer of 2016, it was right before I moved to New York, and I had a going away party with a friend. And there was this girl there, and everybody was trying to smash. Like, yeah, but she chose me though. I love that shit. Exactly. It was like all these boys was talking about how fine she was, and then she took me aside and she was like, "Hey, we had a beer, and it's too late to go to the liquor store, but my homies have some in their fridge next door." So I was like, "Hey, girl, let's go." So we go on a little walk together, and we holding hands, and we chopping it up, and we get over, and we knocking on the door, and nobody answers. Yeah, and we knock a little bit more, and nobody answers. So I was like, "Bitch, I can help you break in." So I busted through the window, opened the fucking front door. We're in there robbing these beers from these men's fridge. As we do, and we're like, okay, let's stop playing around here. Let's like lock the door and be polite. So we outside, fucking chopping it up like it's like grass, but there's also cement. And then she jump on top of me and shit, and she just and it's great until one of the bottles smashes while she going down on me, and my knee just getting pressed the fuck into it, like, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I know that's blood. I know what blood feel like that's warm and shit, but I'm like, but it's warm over here too. I'm not finna be rude and make her stop. I just accepted. I was just like, this is just part of the story. This is, exactly. She ain't even got to know, like, it's fine. And I got the scar to prove it. It's a good. Oh, I had a great time. I went back to New York this last summer. I spent a month in New York. And one of my friends, they're no longer together, but one of my good friends from my hometown was dating Bill de Blasio's trans son. Yeah. So we had a threesome, naturally, in Brooklyn. And these motherfuckers pulled out 2 bins full of sex toys. Yeah, it was. I was like, and then it was fucking great. We was fucking making double helixes on the fucking vibrators and shit with our juices. And then they gave me a vibrator that they stole from the sex shop that they used to work at. So that was cool. So that was cool. That was a good time. Let's see. Not last year, but the year before that, I went on tour by myself, and I like to travel in my car, and I'll be having all kinds of fun in my car. One time, I was fucking this dude while I was driving down the 5, and we was both speeding and like playing that game where we like going the same speed and shit, and we was fucking each other, and then I'm driving with my fucking knees, and I'm trying to fucking sign my number to him. I'm like, call me, and he's like, bitch, pull over, and we pulled over, and then I got it right back on the freeway because I was scared because he was a white man and we was in fucking yeah, I was like, this would have been fun, but we in the Central Valley right now. This is scary. I know. I do. You know, one of my hardest things is I'm definitely a sexual creature. I'm a sexy motherfucker. Yeah, and one of the hardest things for me to realize is like some people are just good for an eye fuck. You know, like you don't have to take it anywhere. And sometimes you could go a whole lot with an eye fuck. And sometimes it's better if you don't know a motherfucking name. I remember being in the bar, this was like summer of 2014, and I fucking, you know when you know, like we don't do it anymore. I feel like 2025, everybody too scared, but back in 2014, and I was in my late 20s, and I fucking this motherfucker at the party, and we just looked at it, we just knew what it was immediately. So we get to fucking making out in an alley and shit, and then we start to fuck in the alley, and I was like, wait a minute, this don't feel respectful. So we went and hopped in the back of somebody else's truck. Yeah, like good Christians. Yeah, so we humping in the back of the truck. It was great. Kiss goodbye. I was working, yeah. And I couldn't find this motherfucker again afterwards. I'm like, but who was this motherfucker? I'm looking for him. I'm managing a retail store downtown at the time. And so I'm just like, when am I ever gonna see this motherfucker again? And there was a lady who was friends with the lady who owned my shop, and she would always tell me about her son. And then one day she shows me a photograph of her son. That was my motherfucker right there. Found him. Oh, Lord. You ever been in a threesome, but you really just want to fuck each other and the other person just a third wheel? Yeah. I had some shit like that so I was in Humboldt doing comedy, and it's always doing comedy. I was in Humboldt, and I met this girl. She was fine as fuck. She was from Arizona and shit. Yeah, I don't know what that had to do with anything. But she was. Those are just the facts, okay? Take them facts. And we was flirting it up, but she was like, she moved from Arizona to Humboldt to try to make like drug connections so she could bring stuff back to Arizona. So she was like, I gotta meet up with this guy, and you kind of like, she wanted to make a good impression and shit. And I was like, whatever, I'll fuck this guy for you. But neither of us wanted to fuck him. So me and her in the hotel room fucking with each other, and every time he tried to come up close, it's just like, okay, back the fuck up, dog. Every time he tried to come up and get up in it, it's like, okay, you kind of ruining the vibe, because me and her, we was locked eyes. Can't you tell we really don't want you here? Hey, but I'm also a saint in a lot of ways. Like one time, I had a threesome in Santa Cruz. I was doing comedy there. And yes, thank you. And this dude had come to my show. He'd come to my show, and and he was like, was you really for real on stage that you need a place to park your car tonight? And I was like, absolutely. He's like, well, come over. You can park it behind my shop. I own this store. Yeah, whatever. So, yeah, so we next to the shop. We drinking beers. And this other dude come over. Yeah, who was like really fine. I'm like, you ever look at somebody's wrist, like the little 5'9" motherfuckers with the big dicks? Like, you could just tell. Yes. So he come over and we eye fucking each other, and he's like, oh, so Brian, he gonna park next to your car tonight. Y'all gonna sleep behind the shop. And I was like, yeah, we are. But then I started to feel bad because I'm like, I really want to fuck this dude, but I wouldn't even know this dude if you didn't want to fuck me, and I wasn't kind of just teasing you this whole time. So let's go in the shop. And I mean, he had a little dick, so I let him fuck me in the ass. Well, I'm a nice lady. God damn it. I'm Ronnie Macaroni. Thank you.